Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The clash between Indian and the Chinese soldiers at Yangtze in Arunachal's Tawang has been in the headlines for the last 24 hours. While we know the basic details so far, the Defence Minister has also issued a statement on it and Home Minister has also spoken on the issue. What everyone, however, wants to know is the details of the incident, the inside details of the incident. So let us talk about these details. But before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. If you're watching on Facebook, then please follow our page. Now you can also access our articles, videos and live TV on our app. So if you haven't already, download HW News Network app on your Android Play Store now. Since the news of Tawang clash has come out, many are rushing to call it Galwan Part 2, but the details suggest this clash was unlike the 2020 clash. According to an India Today report, the Indian side already had intel input about China's misadventure plans across LAC and it was prepared in advance to take on the Chinese side. The report also says that the Indian soldiers chased Chinese soldiers till Chinese border. On December 9th, the Indian Army had already received intelligence about provocation by China. The Indian Army then made advanced preparation to respond to China's actions. Reportedly, India had already deployed additional troops. 300 Chinese soldiers then came to the Indian post in Yangtze on LAC, after which there was a clash between the two sides. During this scuffle also took place, stones were pelted by the Chinese soldiers. The Indian soldiers immediately then called for more soldiers, all of whom were stationed nearby and responded immediately. After this, the Indian soldiers surrounded the Chinese soldiers and attacked them. During this, Indian soldiers fought the Chinese soldiers and forced them to retreat. Some Chinese soldiers were also beaten up in this skirmish. During this, the Indian soldiers also got minor injuries. Reportedly, there is also a fracture in the wrist of one soldier. As the Chinese soldiers started retreating, the Indian soldiers then chased them. Some of them were also caught. A group of 50 Indian soldiers, according to this report, also reached near the Chinese post. Watching the Indian soldiers approach, the Chinese side then reportedly fired a shot in the air, and after this, both the sides warned each other on loudspeakers. Indian soldiers then came back to their post after issuing warnings. 2 days later, on December 11th, the local commander held a flag meeting with the Chinese counterpart. And in this meeting, the Indian side reportedly warned China to follow the protocol. So unlike 2020, when the Indian soldiers were ambushed by the Chinese in the dark near Galwan Valley, this time India knew well in advance about the Chinese provocation and hence it responded accordingly and thwarted the plan of the PLA troops of unilaterally changing the status quo. Now, after the news came out, the Chinese side has also broken its silence on the matter. The Chinese side has blamed India for the Tawang clash, stating that Indian troops illegally crossed the border in Arunachal's Tawang and obstructed the Chinese troops. This is what the AFP reported. This comes hours after the country claimed that the situation along the border with India is stable. Earlier in the day, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson had said that as far as we understand, the China-India border situation is stable overall. The two sides maintained unobstructed dialogue on the border issue through diplomatic and military channels. Well, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, however, has said in the parliament that there was an attempt by the Chinese soldiers to intrude the LAC, but Indian soldiers responded with bravery. He said that no army man is grievously injured in the clash from Indian side. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.